Here we go.
Okay, if you were counting before, how many did we have in the bucket?
I think there was 3.
Okay, so we need 4 more. There's this problem. You have to have a memory.
Tend to lose when you get older. The old brain cells ain't what they used to be.
I'm just gonna give it a nip because I felt like I cheated a little on this. There we go. 3 shovelfuls of clay, 7 shovelfuls of dirt. Now
Sand. So, right.
Now I'm just going to kind of pre-mix it for a second. While I get some wheat paste. If you can zoom in on this, this is a product. This is the same kind of paste that they used to use for wallpaper and I guess macrame and stuff. It's done made just putting
You mean
flour.
paper mache?
Paper mache. Anyway, you can make it yourself out of flour, but it is quite a hassle. And this allows it, buying the stuff, allows you to mix it dry. So it's one of the few things, I guess it's the only commercial thing we went and bought for this. But Lordy, thank you for this. So I'm going to add half of a box for that 10 shovelfuls of sand and clay. And something that's becoming kind of a precious commodity, but it's gonna, we try to get, when we're stuffing the straw bales, walls and stuff, we try to get the chafe. You can see that in my hand, it's very short, half an inch to an inch or so long. And for the second coat, that keeps you from having too much straw showing. Unfortunately, I'm about out of it. So, see what I can scrounge. Usually get it in here and then pick out the big stuff. A lot of recipes call from cutting this into, oh, I don't know, an inch or so. They talk about having 2 big handfuls. I guess I put in 2 big handfuls. Right? Now we're going to dry mix that, and that's the secret with that wheat paste now. Because it's dry, it can just completely combine with all the clay and sand and straw. Before I start getting it wet and it goes on. And it's supposed to be a binder. You know, I was on the internet and ran into a DVD. They used it, so I did. You know, they're supposed to use horse shit or anything. I think really what you do is find whatever mixture works where you live. I don't think there's any mysteries or miracles about this. For so long I thought there was. I hope watching this you can see it's no big deal.
Okay, so that's pretty much the whole thing, right?
Well, I'm going to turn it into cement in a minute, but you can wait. Come on up here and take a shot, and I'll show you how I can pull out the straw that I didn't like, how it accumulates.
Okay, I'll walk up there.
Okay, so we've dry done it, and we've picked out the larger chunks and things that would make it hard to trowel on. And now, I don't know, it's just my superstition, but I just kind of lightly do the spray with the presumption that it's, you know, commonly wetting everything. And what we'll do is get this to a point where it's starting to show saturation, and then I'll leave it alone for about 10 minutes. And we'll maybe try and charge the camera so you can see the finished product. I've taken some other pictures of it. So there's no mystery about earth plaster. It's probably the oldest technique that people have made homes, period. What? Alright, it's making that sloppy sound and it's kind of looking gushy, and I don't want to make it too thin. So now I'm going to let magic take place for about 10 minutes. And so you can shut it off and we'll hope to show the final product.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
And now through the modern miracle of time-lapse photography, what you saw before with no additional water, it sort of changed over a period of 10 minutes into what I think of as the horse's collar. This might be a tad wet. I like to have the ring in the center stay formed but have it sloppy enough that hits that hub and constantly mixes it. When it gets to this stage, it's set behind the paddles, these things. So all that's happening, there's a rolling motion going on. Anyhow, that'll be just fine. And that actually is the entire process of making mud. And if you're going to do it this way, where you just kind of work yourself and don't have that big famous party where everybody gets in and mushes the stuff by hand, you might think about having a kids party over and they can make all manner of fun things with this mud. That's a pretty good texture. But, you know, it's so forgiving, and you do it yourself and then you'll become the expert and you'll disagree with me. But I bet you won't have any cooler house. Thanks for watching that. I hope I've dispelled any mystery that you might have ever had, that there's something magical about all these recipes for clay.
Whoa, okay. Well, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.